It is the latest move from the Trump administration, covering every possible base in its mass deportation effort. Multiple reports right now indicating the IRS may be nearing a deal to share the addresses of suspected undocumented migrants with ICE. The potential move would heavily go against typical IRS practices of closely guarding personal tax information. And the IRS has traditionally encouraged undocumented migrants to file taxes in this country. NewsNation's Jorge Ventura live for us in San Antonio with the latest here. Jorge, what are you learning on this?
Tasha, this is a major development when it comes to immigration enforcement. The IRS nearing an agreement when it comes to data sharing with ICE and the Department of Homeland Security. This would allow immigration officials to confirm the names and the home addresses of suspected undocumented migrants here in the United States. This info would be used to identify candidates for deportation, but it would also mark a major shift in IRS policy. Immigrants without legal status are allowed to file income taxes with the IRS, and historically, the IRS has assured them that their information is confidential. Just last month, IRS leadership did reject a request by the Department of Homeland Security for the names, the home addresses, and also the emails of an estimated 700,000 undocumented migrants here in the U.S., Natasha.
Jorge, how would this plan work? What details are we learning?
So we are learning that if this agreement is finalized, the Department of Homeland Security and ICE officials would be able to give the names of suspected undocumented immigrants to the IRS, who then cross-reference that data with their taxpayer database. We're also learning that according to the IRS's own website, Section 6103 of the Federal Tax Code does require the IRS to keep that individual taxpayer information confidential, though there are certain exceptions, including, quote, for investigation and prosecution of non-tax criminal laws. Now, NewsNation did reach out to DHS for confirmation on this agreement between ICE and IRS. So far, they have declined, but we are still waiting to learn more on those exact details, Natasha.
Okay, appreciate that. And Jorge, we also understand the Navy is deploying another warship to help with border security. What are we learning about that?
So the Navy is announcing the deployment of the SS Spurrence. This is the second guided missile destroyer to be deployed to the U.S. southern border. This actually, earlier this month, the USS Gravely was also deployed by the Pentagon. Now, the Navy says the Spurrence has departed the Naval Base San Diego to the southern border to protect America's territorial integrity and to enhance the national security of the United States. The Spurrence will bring maritime capabilities to the border security mission on the West Coast, while the Gravely will remain stationed in the Gulf of America. Gravely will also be accompanied by an embedded U.S. Coast Guard team. So now we have two guided missile destroyers now patrolling the U.S. waters. Natasha.
Jorge Ventura with the live report in San Antonio. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.